Hey guys, Help 101 season here, here to help. And I know this is the first time a lot of you guys have ever seen my face. I hardly ever show my face, but this is the first time you're ever seeing my face. I know the negative comments are gonna come in like, Help 101 season is a big guy, he probably has no life, no friends. That's not true, okay? Fact is, I really don't care what you think about me because if you have time to write negative comments about me, then you're the ones with no friends and everything like that. But I'm not even gonna give the haters that love, you know. I'm bringing this video today on how to pass your permit test. Now, a lot of people ask me, how did I pass my permit test on the first try? And, these people knew that I passed my permit test on the first try because they're friends with me on Facebook. And I always write on my Facebook saying, like, hey, I said, hey, I'm going to take my permit test with my friends, give me good luck. People like, good luck, good luck. And then I posted a picture saying I passed my test. People were happy. Like, how did you do that on your first try? A couple people was like, it took me 4 times to pass my test. It took me 6 times. But these people are not dumb. Do not go on a rant in the comments saying these people are dumb. They're not. If some people can do it on the first try, some people can do it on the third try, some people can do it after the 10th time. And I know people that has done that. But this does not make them dumb. It does not. I'm not going to give you a full guarantee that you'll pass your permit test on the first try. I can give you tips to help you pass your test on the first try. Now, in the state of Pennsylvania, you must get 15 questions correct, okay? And you're only allowed to get 3 wrong. I had got 15 questions correct off the bat, and I only got 2 wrong. Now, that's good. That's not bad. A lot of people say you could have done a lot better, but I thought I did great because I got my permit, and I'm doing pretty well. Now, here's my permit with the state of Pennsylvania. It's just a paper saying I can drive now, legally could drive and everything like that. With license drive over the age of 21, stuff like that. And here's the driving manual for the state of Pennsylvania. Now, a lot of people say the driving manual was really long and it's annoying and everything like that. But everything in this book is going to help you drive in the long run. Most of Pennsylvania drivers are very safe drivers because they basically go and talk about everything about the road. Because everybody I know that drives in the state of Pennsylvania is very safe, very cautious, and you hardly get into accidents. Because they break everything in this book down on driving. If you're driving in rain, you're doing everything. Now, I've read this book 3 times. Now, that does not make me dumb. That does not make me dumb. The fact is, my dad told me to do this because the fact is it would help me. I was going to go take the test on my first time reading this book. My dad said, you're not ready. Keep reading it. I got mad, went upstairs, was mad at him. So I started searching online, basically people that passed and failed their permit test. I was getting scared about taking my test. But then I started looking at the positive comments saying I passed my test on the first try. Then I started searching on how to pass your permit test on the first try. Then I ran up on this person that said this audio to text speak thing was good. So what he did was take the text from the booklet that he found it online and put it into a text to speak and put it on his iPod. And he listened to it while reading the manual. I did the same thing. And I'm going to say that thing works. I'm not even going to lie that it doesn't work. Now, on chapter 1 of my book, it's about signs. But it has words next to it. So I took them, put them in, and I was listening to them on my way to places. And I'm going to tell you guys, it helps you because it makes your brain more knowledge to this book. Because you're putting audio through your ears and your brain is taking that up. Plus you're reading it at the same time. So you're remembering it in 2 ways. So the fact is it increases your chances of passing the test. Now, this is a method that can help you pass your test on the first try. The only way you're going to pass your test on the first try is you. You have to do it. You can't rely upon me to do it for you because you need to do it yourself. You have to have the confidence in yourself to pass the test. Same thing with my friends. A couple of my friends passed. One of them failed it twice. One passed on their first try. My other 2 friends failed it on 3 times. That does not make them dumb. Right now, right in the comments saying they're dumb. The test is basically they read it 1 time and thought they were ready. Same thing that I was about to do. But I took the time and I told them what to do. Then we all went there at one time together and we passed our test. All 4 of us. All 4 of us passed our test. And hey, we all got our permits now. So we all legal to drive with a 21-year-old driving a car. And I'm 20 years old, but I have to have someone 1 year older than me to even drive, you know. But the fact is, I helped them out, told them what they should do, and they took that and basically, you know, did it to the next level, and that made them get their permits. And they were like, man, I'm happy I got my permit. So my thing to you is, read your booklet, okay? Study everything. Do not leave anything out. Don't go up on someone saying, oh man, I only study this, man. They don't do this on the test. Don't do that, because that person might have got a total set of questions, total different set of questions than you are gonna get. Total different set, okay? So my whole thing to you is, read your book a couple times and then go back with a highlighter, highlight the fine areas you don't remember, and then, you know, go take your test. Be confident. Don't be scared, because your fear will mess you up in your brain, basically. So your brain will shut off if you shut off, okay? Your brain works where you want it to work. So the fact is, if you go there with a lot of confidence and a lot of everything, you will pass your test, you know. So that's my thing to you guys, is pass your test on the first try. Now, you can go out and get help, such as driver's ed, things like that. You can get those things. But if you want to just do it on your own and pass it, it's that way too. It's not hard. It's really not that hard to pass your test, you know. It's a very easy common sense test. It's not something that is going to break you psychologically down. It's just a common sense test to see if you read the book and you know what's in this book and how to and the knowledge of the road. They don't want any unsafe drivers on the road that's Speedy Gonzalez's and everything like that. Now, the one thing I want you guys to go ahead in the comment and do is write about if you have got your permit, have you have got your permit and you pass it on the first, second try. You know, talk about your experience if you want to, if you feel like talking about it. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys, because in about 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to be going for my first time driving. Scared. Okay? I hired a driving school. I'm going to tell you that right now. Parents, if you're listening and you don't want your kids crashing your cars or anything like that, hire a driving school. My dad was like, you are not touching my car. My dad was serious. You know, he said, you're not touching my car. So he basically, I basically went and hired a driving school. Easy ABC driving school I hired, and I will have a review on them when I come back, basically. So when I come back, I'll do a video saying how my driving experience was. I will have a video to that of my first time driving. So guys, I'm going to get out of here so I can go downstairs, wait for the driving instructor. He's texting me, telling me that he's on his way. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see in this network, please email us, Facebook, anywhere getting your video ideas out there. Alright guys, Help 101 season out.